Hello everyone, today we are gonna solve find duplicate substrees problem. So in this problem, we have a root of a binary tree and we have to find all the duplicate subtree and then we have to return the root of the subtree. So here if we see in this binary tree, we can find that these two 4 and these two 4 are repeating. They have the same structure and the same node values. If this is the case, that what I have to return is I will return the root of the node and root is 2. So here in my answer I will return this 2. And if you see one more thing, this 4, if you see for this 4, what is this the left and right is null, and for this 4 also left and right is null, and this 4 also left and right is null. So these 3 4 are also repeating, so I will return the root of either, so I will return 4. So this 2 and 4 will be my answer. So I hope it is clear. Now let's understand how we can solve this problem. So whenever we see a duplicate, whenever we have to find the duplicate thing, so what we do, we store our node in somewhere so that we, while iterating it, so what I am doing here is I will store my nodes in my map such that I can see that do I have the same structure earlier or not. So how I can store this? For that, what I will do, I will use serialize and deserialize of a binary tree. So how I would serialize it? So suppose if I have a node this 1 2 3, then I will make it something like this. First of all, this is my root, so I will make a string, and in string I will have 1, this is my root, and then I will have its left node, then I will have its right node. So this is how I will make my tree. So, and I will store it here in my map, and I will store it occurrence. How many times we have right now? We have this one time. So if I have something like this also have let's say this 4 node. So how my string look like? This 2 and 2 have this 4 and this 4, this 4, and whenever we have a null, so we will write just empty. So for this 4, what will be my string look like? For this 4, it will be empty. So this will be my left, I can say this will be my left, and what will be my right? For right I have to do this, and then this is my right. So I can say my string is look like this for this tree. I hope it makes sense. So what I am doing is I am just making my string root value, and then I am making this plus a 1 comma for this so that I can identify, and then I am using this string, a not string. I will again call this my serial function with root left value plus serial, which will return the serial of root right. So this is how what will happen. With the help of this, I will store complete binary tree, complete subtree, and I will find if in my map, if this value is 2 or greater than 1, if it is 2 3, then I will return what I will return, this string? No, I will return its root. I have to return only root, not the complete binary tree. So let's check out the code and do a dry run to understand it more clearly. So here what we are doing is, first of all we using one another map and then using this vector. In this vector we will store all the root of our duplicate subtree, and then first of all what we are finding is if our root is null, then we will return this empty vector. Otherwise we will call our serialize function with having root and this map and this answer by reference. So we are doing it here, so I can, for simplicity, I can write it here. This will be my map and this will be my answer looking like. So answer is right now vector. So what I am doing is here is, first of all, if I am checking if my root is null, then I will return this empty string. Otherwise I will calculate the string. So how do I calculate? First of all, I make my root value to a string. So this will make our integer, root value is integer, and this will make integers to string. So right now, if I call this serial function with root value 1, so I can say in serial I can write sort 1. So this will first of all write 1 as root, convert to string, and then it will find with this 1. So in sort I can write this. So I have 1 and this comma, and this will add my left. For left I will call my s2, and what does this s2 will have? s2 will say that hey, you have to make this 2 and comma, and then you have to add its left. So what will be its left? Its left will be 4. So now this s4, what it will say? It will say, hey, first of all you should have this 4 and this comma, and then you have to go to its left. What is my left? What is my left? So its left is null. Its left is null. So if its left is null, it will give it empty string. So empty. So then what I will do? I have this empty, and for this empty I have this alag different this comma. So I have this comma, and for that comma I have again called its right. So what will be its right? Its right is also empty. So what this look like? This will finally become my 4 comma this. Now what I will do? I will return it to my left. So this will look like 4 comma, and this finally have another comma, and my right will be, so my right is null. Or one more thing, before returning f4, what I will do? I will mark here my 4 comma, and with it 1, it will be 1. So its occurrence is 1. Now what I will do? I will store this, and now it will become, it is also empty, so it will return empty. So what it will be? This will become 2 4 comma and triple comma. So now what I will do? I will make it 1. I will make this 1, and once I make this 1, I will return this. So now how this will be look like? My 1 comma and this 2 4 triple comma, and after this I will have one more comma, and then I will have its right. So what I will do? After this I will have one more comma, and after that I will have its right. And what this is right? So if you see for 1, its right is s3. Its right is s3. So s3 will call, and s3 will see its 3 plus what it is? It's go to its left. Its left will be s2. S2 will go to, S2 will say that's 2 plus its s4. Then it's s4. What this s4 will have? Finally from s4 I will have this 4, and its left is null, so this will come here, and its right is null, so this will come here. So this is my string. If you see, if I increase its count, so it will becomes 2. So now I got this string twice. So what I will do? I got this string. What does it mean? Here I got this string and this string. These substrings are repeated. So I will return this root. Its root is 4. So I will store its root here. Now what I will do? After getting this, it will return simply my 4 double comma. So now after this I will have what I will have? I will have for its left. For its left will be one more comma, and this will be my new string. So if you see, this plus will be gone, and this will be 2 4 and triple. So if you see, this is also in my this. If I increment its count, then it becomes 2. So now if it is 2, so what I will do? I will add it here. So its root is 2. So what does it mean? I found this also. I found this also. I found this two substrate till now. I found this two substrate till now. So what I will do? After that, it will be written. It will be written. So my string is something like this. I can say this is 3 and then 1 comma, then 2, and I have this triple comma, and after triple I will have one more comma for its right, and then I will add its right. Its right will be this 4. This 4. So what it this 4 will? For this 4, I have this 4 and its left null. So this, so right is null. This. So if you see, I have this, so I will increment this count to 3. But it is already included. So I will include if and only if its count equals to 2. But right now its count is 3. So I will not include because it is already included. So it is already included. If it is already included, then what I will do, I will make it, I will return from here. It will return. So this will be my part. So this will be my part for this. So now I will return this. I will, before returning, I will store it here. So in my map, I will make this count 1 and I will return it here, and this will become 1 comma this part and make this count also 1. And you can see that I only have this right now in my map. I have this 4 element, out of which this 2 have greater than 2 or equals to 2. So I will return this 2 and 4. So now let's understand the time and space complexity of this. I hope you understand how this things works. So what will the time complexity for understanding this, for understanding this serialized operator, it will take off and because it will go to each and every node, and similarly our space complexity will also be off and for this functional call stack plus off and for this unordered map. Okay, so off and for this functional call stack and for this unordered map. So we can say overall our time and space complexity will be big of n. I hope you understand the solution and the intuition behind that. So if it helps you, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.